Hey, everybody, we are back. It is Sunday, and that means it's time for selling past the expiration date. Being thrifty over 50, I'm your one host, Jay.
I'm Peg. Hi, everybody. And so sorry about last week. What a bummer. I'm telling you. After I spent $500 on new equipment this past August, the new equipment went on the fritz.
And you got a new one coming?
Yeah, it's here, so I got to call the guy to come and hook it up.
Well, that was quick. You said 10 days. That was quick.
Yeah, that was very quick. So
call him right now.
Oh, I will. In fact, I've got his home phone number. And he said, call me in and he'll come back and get me set back up. So sorry that we had to cancel out. We tried with the phone, as Jason said, but it just wasn't strong enough. So we're back, and Happy New Year.
Hey, Pam Reed says, missed you last week, Peg. What am I, chopped liver?
They love mommy better.
Apparently. Apparently. All right. Now, look, I know we're into, what do we have, the 13th here?
Yeah.
We wanted to talk New Year's resolutions and not, I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to play with my kids more, blah, 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 blah. Those are all fine and dandy. But we are talking business New Year's resolutions. What didn't you do in 2018 that you want to do in 2019? So right. I fully believe that if you write it down and put it on Front Street, stick it in front of people, in front of a group of people, you might be more apt to actually do what you can to make it happen, because you've told your friends, you told your colleagues, right. You told the viewers of Selling Past Your Expiration Date, Being Thrifty Over 50, what you want to do. So hopefully that will make you work harder to do it.
Yeah. Sharon says she likes my sweater. Thank you, Sharon. And can you see I'm bundled up because winter has finally hit Ohio. The snow's on the ground, folks, and I think it's here to stay for a while. So
yeah, not here.
I'm wearing my woolies.
Not here. Let's see here.
What do you got today?
Well, funny thing, I haven't been outside all day today yet, so I don't know. Inside it's nice. But outside it is
still a little chilly for you guys, though, probably, huh?
54. So no, it's nice.
I'll take that. Ours was 22 today, but we did have sunshine. But after the next 2 days, we have 5 days of straight snow coming. Yeah. So, I think.
Do you live there?
I don't know.
We got 5 straight days of about 60 degrees.
I know. I'll be coming soon, though. I'm coming out. I'm coming soon.
Yep.
So
I see Scott's off to Florida in 3 weeks. He's had enough of cold weather. We were just in Boston, and it was cold, but it wasn't too bad. Like I lugged my huge winter jacket, and I have a nice new cardigan sweater, and I really didn't. I could have made do without the jacket.
Oh, that's not bad.
Because I rented a car too, so it wasn't like I was walking to and fro public transportation. I drove everywhere, so it was easy in, easy out. But a lot of good sourcing. And man, I found some unique things in Chicago. Boston. Chicago's in a week and a half. Found some unique things. One, if you ever thrifted and you looked at an item and you couldn't figure it out and you couldn't find it online, but you couldn't leave it behind, you just had to buy it. Well, this item happened to me in Boston. I spent $25 and I cannot figure it out. So I am going to have a thrift haul this weekend, probably with Summer if our schedules join up. So I got a lot of good fun stuff to share with you, including some stuff that Mom and Dad normally buy, but I bought this time. But I'm gonna need help. I'm gonna need help on this item that I bought that's a little strange. And one stop, I only bought dresses. So the girl was like, "Oh, you have good taste in dresses." When I was ringing out, I go, "I know." See,
you should have told her you had to check my bras.
Yeah, this store didn't have bras, so
no bras. Okay,
just dresses. So I don't know the exact day and time. I see a lot of Atocha hair on me. But sometime this week, just pay attention to all the channels. There will be a thrift haul, and I do need some help. So
cool.
There we go. All right, let's get right to our resolutions for the year, business-wise. And so what I did was I actually made a slide for everyone who participated. So for those of you who participated, thank you very much. I'll say this is probably the most work I've ever done on a show because I was making these slides.
Yeah.
All right.
It does.
I mean, I could say a lot of the same things y'all said, but the one thing that I'm mad about myself every year, and it just happened again like 2 weeks ago. Hey, Stace, stop watching. Here's my New Year's resolution. I want to pay my bills on time and stop wasting money on late fees and interest.
Oh, Jason, shame on you.
I want to pay my Amex bill, and I'm like, why is it so big? Oh, because I didn't pay it the month before. Whoops.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. So that is the big thing. I don't even want to know what I spent. Now, every slide I've come up with ways to help the person. So if you have the same problems I have, you can set up your banking online or through your bank to actually pay your bills at a predetermined date and time. So I started doing that. I'm going to do that some more. So I will definitely make sure everything is scheduled, and that way I'm going to worry about wasting money. What'd Stacy say?
You're fired.
All right. I'm fired. Now, when I asked Mom, what's your New Year's business resolution? Here's what she said. Purchase new backdrops. Now I said, Ma, that ain't so much a resolution as go to eBay or Amazon and buy one. You'll have it in 3 days.
But here's the problem. I've been putting it off ever since, I forget, on one of your shows, on the Thrifting Board shows, and I said, I got to get this. I want to get these. And I just haven't done it. So that's one of mine for sure.
Well, do it.
I will. That is a to-do. Everybody's going to hold me accountable now and want to know when I purchase it.
Now, Mom also, and we'll see the slide coming up, as many of you have said, wants to get better organized. So she did send me pictures of everything organized. And I saw this picture at first, and I'm like, this is organized? And then I thought about it. I'm like, yeah, it is.
It is, because this is my basement, everybody. And, I collect boxes. I mean, all shapes and sizes. And a lot of them come, as I told you, from my gal who does my pedicures. And usually they're just falling down all over the place. And so this is actually organized. So I did stack them up on each other so I can at least walk through that side of the basement. And of course, all of my holiday decorations are behind there. So it's quite a chore. When I go to redecorate for every holiday, I got to pull all those boxes out, and then I got to put them all back. But here's the culprit. It's Big Daddy, because when he goes down to search for a box, he just pulls them all out and leaves them all over the place. So poor Mom's got to go back and reorganize.
Oh, so it's your box puller.
Yes, my box puller is not very neat and tidy. So then, and like I say, organization was key on my agenda, and I actually did start to work on this, you guys, because I've got inventory that's already listed all over my place. Some is in the garage, some is in the office, some was in the basement. So now I've kind of started a whole new area because my granddaughters are getting larger, and I had a playroom all set up for them. But now, can you show the other one first, honey? The playroom scene there, or no?
I just did them in the order you sent them to me.
Okay. All right. So this is their playroom area, which is slowly going to be disappearing because they just aren't up there very much anymore. And then that slide where it showed all the crates, I've got them organized, like all my Christmas crates are together, and then purses. And on the outside of each tub, I've got listed what's in the tub. I've gone that far because I have such a variety and mixture of items, that I thrift, that I can't have a tub for just all like retro items. You know what I'm saying? Because, some things that I have a lot of, I will do separate tubs on, like my ashtrays and my tiki mugs and purses and, things like that. I will have separate tubs for. Books I have separate tubs for. But there's certain things I just can't. It's just like a retro deal. So I just put it all together. So that corner is the start of it. And there's still more boxes down the basement. But when you have to make 3 trips up to three trips of stairs all the way up to storage, that's about as far as I've gotten so far. But more to come. But I feel better already because it's more organized. This is the profit pile, still to go. You have to say, guys, this has actually dwindled from where it started this fall. So Big Daddy's been taking a lot of pictures, and I've been listing. And Jason, I don't think I told you, honey, but Mommy just surpassed over 900 listings.
Oh, yeah, you got me beat.
Yeah. So, but, a lot of it's old, and I'm sure eventually I'll have to clear it out. But, so that we're doing pretty good. I'm feeling better, and I'm just not going to thrift as heavy as I normally do, so I can kind of get rid of some of this stuff. Some of it's sold. It probably isn't even worth selling anymore. You know what I mean? It's probably not popular.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm sure we all will get to things
Yeah.
that we're like, wow, this was hot 7 years ago.
Right. I've got a box of t-shirts, a crate of t-shirts in that pile that I'm going to have to be selective and just pull out what I think is, might sell, because there's some oldies in there.
All right, so we got 54 of you watching live right now. Hi, everybody. Hey, can you do me a favor, those of you watching on a computer, that if you do this favor for me, it won't mess things up. So don't do this if it'll mess up you watching the show. But if you're on a computer right now, will you hop over to the Thrifting Board? And what is the first post you see at the top? Because I have the show pinned to the top, and there are still people going, where's the link? I'm like, I can't make it any more easy. It's pinned to the top. But do we all see it pinned to the top? We should, but if we don't, then that's a Facebook issue. So those of you on a computer, if you go over to the Thrifting Board, do you see the pinned post on the top?
No.
Do you see that?
Pam Reed says she sees it.
Right. Okay.
And sees it.
All
It's
right.
at the top. Yeah, everybody, they're saying it's at the top.
Okay. So those that can't see it, I don't know. I always try and make it as easy as possible. There's always people like, where's the link? I'm like, plus it's in Thrifty Business. It's in the Thrifting Board. It's in the Secret Beach. It's in International League of Thrifters. It's in Craft. I'm like, it's in the Ohio Meetup one. I'm like, I can't put it any more places.
And Angela says she even sees it on mobile, Jace.
All right, cool. Thank you, everyone, for checking. I just want to make sure,
Yeah,
because if you weren't seeing it, then that was a Facebook issue. Because the whole point of pinning it to the top is to pin it to the top. All right, just making sure. Phew. Okay, cool.
All right, what do we got?
Oh, and then your little closet's all nice.
Oh,
and
yeah,
organized.
closets all organized. Yeah, I mean, I worked hard because I had a lot of things in crates and not on hangers, and so mommy worked hard on a couple of weeks ago here and trying to get myself in better shape, because I couldn't walk through the office anymore. I'm sure a lot of us get to that point where it gets just so cluttered you can't even turn around, and that's just about where I was at. And I said, okay, we got to turn over a new leaf here. So my granddaughters haven't seen that I changed the playroom.
Oh, and how's that gonna go?
I don't know. We'll see. But Rory's in school now, so I really don't have her at the house all that much. And Willow will be going all day next year. So times are a changing.
Hey, I know Angela's in the chat. Angela, could you do me a favor and look at the reported comment in the Thrifting Board, because it's on the social media share post thread today. I don't know why it's reported, but could you check that for me? Thank you.
Okay.
All right, so here's what we did. I took the person who said it and what they said, and we'll talk about it. So I led with Becky Dick because of where she's standing. I spent many days in my youth at Blossom Music Center, seen some of the greatest concerts in the world, got to meet some superstars back there. And so I love her picture. But she wants to educate, inform, and teach my 2 employees, then delegate tasks. And that's the next level. The only way to go to the next level in this business is to get help and get them trained right. I hired someone, they worked 2.5 weeks. They just weren't getting it. And I let them go because it's just spinning your wheels if they don't get it.
Becky's in our Ohio meetup group. She's a great gal. I really enjoy Becky, and she's very knowledgeable. Enjoy, Jason. You should have her on as a guest, or have you? I've lost track.
I will.
Okay, I would definitely recommend.
Write
Becky,
that down, Debbie.
Yeah, for jewelry. She's outstanding with her knowledge, and boy, is she a hustler. She goes and goes and goes and chops, and she finds lots of goodies, and she's doing fantastic on selling. So, and like you say, she's gone to the next level now because she can't do it all. And I wish her well, because she's quite a hustler. She really is.
Now, I'm starting the new one on Tuesday. She is not sold on eBay, but she's younger and she does sell on Posh, and she uses Instagram. And so I'm hoping to be able to teach her eBay. And she also wants a job because she wants to kind of learn. She wants to sell more too, but she doesn't know eBay. And she thought, hey, it'd be a good job to learn on, which is fine with me.
Yeah.
It would be a symbiotic relationship where she needs something and I need something. And she needs something more than money. She needs to learn too. So that's cool.
Yeah. So yes, definitely have Becky on as a guest.
Tanya Montana Craig wants to organize workspace and keep it organized. So what I took 2 pictures of, Ma, was tubs and label printer.
Yeah. Oh, I like the label printer. That's cool.
Yeah, because all this back here, there's let me put me on the big screen. So there's Amazon CDs, there's eBay CDs, there's Amazon Christmas, there's cassettes, there's you can't see it, it's over here, eBay Christmas. So I know where everything is, but when I have someone in the office, it's best to have everything labeled: eBay Christmas, Amazon Christmas. And a label printer is invaluable, especially when you have help. And think about if you're just by yourself, but say you got sick or had to go away for a day, and your kid or your spouse was shipping. If things are labeled, it's easier for them to find. And I use tubs. I tub most of my stuff. So
yeah, I'm leaning more towards tubs. I used to do a lot of cardboard boxes, but then the mice get in there, so that's not so good.
All right, Sally Leah Lang, list and sell higher price items, hopefully only spending a quarter per item. I think Sally's trying to take after you, Ma.
Yep, there you go for it, Sally. Why not? That is cute, real cute.
Yeah, there was a point in my CD selling career before I started selling everything else that one day I woke up and went, why am I selling $3 CDs? It's just a waste of time, because to list a $3 CD is the same amount of time to list a $20 CD. So yeah, I fully agree that once you get things dialed in, then start aiming to sell higher price things.
I know, but see, and here's Mom's philosophy, and maybe I look at it totally different or wrong. But when I buy an item for a quarter, and if I do sell it for $10, I mean, my profit margin is huge. Is it?
Right,
is
if you could find $20 items instead of $10, then you've
well,
doubled profit margin with the
and
exact same work.
Yeah, some are. So I guess Mommy looks at more on pushing volume maybe sometimes than higher priced items. I don't know. Maybe I look at it that way rather than, because sometimes, well, they're not always $10 items, but sometimes it happens when they've been around for a while.
All right, so Lori LaBelle Hargrove wants to study and learn how to do cubic shipping, and there ain't no better starting point than 2 weeks ago's Thrifty Business with Mark and Robin from Bubble Fast, because they pretty much break it down. Now, if you're new to cubic shipping, when you first watch this, your brain will be scrambled.
Yeah.
But then let it sink in, and then watch it again take notes. Because I just I shipped one thing right before we left for Boston, and I saved like $8 using cubic shipping. So if you've not figured it out yet, you're throwing money out the window.
Yeah.
How much have you've saved? I've seen you've saved here and there on using cubic.
Yep. Definitely. I mean, it's especially with the prices going up January 27th, everybody get out there and definitely sign up for Pirate Ship. It's free. So why wouldn't you do it?
Free. Yeah. So if you haven't seen that episode, just head over to my YouTube channel, which you're on right now, and just look for Mark and Robin from a couple weeks ago and watch it.
Yeah, it's a great show. Very, very informative.
All right, so Denise Phelps wants to participate in more training and read more. So, a good start is always the Thrifting Board. The amount of bolos and discussions and help, and we're adding new people all day, every day, and I was leaving through the group right before we started, and there were just so many good discussions going on about a variety of things. So that's and then that is reading more, and then participate in training. If you have not taken my Flipping Used CDs webinar yet, you're missing out, because everywhere you thrift, there is CDs, and there is crazy money to be made. I sold a $375 CD in December that I paid $6.99 for.
Sweet. Very nice, honey. Very nice. How about that guy with the cassette right now?
Oh, yeah. So speaking of reading, if you're not paying attention, there is a promo cassette
that
a buyer was trying to get him to end early. We told him don't end it early, and it's a cassette with 2 songs on it that is up to $560. So that's all about the reading and paying attention, because you should put that into your memory data banks now that, okay, these 90s rap cassettes, especially the big names like Tupac, that's what this one is. Yep. If you find a promo that's got some weird, because these were 2 mixes, so different mixes than normal. And so collectors will pay crazy money. Oh, yay. Heidi picked up a Katie Hudson CD. So who is Katie Hudson, Ma?
Oh, she was, wait. I know this.
You sat in my class. You better.
I know. Katy Perry.
Katy Perry. Hey, and Heidi said she would not have paid attention to a Katie Hudson CD had she not taken my class. So there you go. There is immediate return on your investment in taking my classes. So definitely when you can, do it.
This old brain, remember, you got to remember, the brain is old.
So thank you, Denise.
Mm-hmm. These are good.
Merlene Barber wants to list more items. That just hers was plain and simple. I just want to list more. So what do you think the best way to do that, Mom, is? Well,
if you group them, like, you know, all your plush and all your tikis and all your dresses and blah, do them in categories so that when you are listing, like say you're doing Hawaiian blouses, and then you list one, you can go back and sell similar and just change, you know, a little bit you got to change. So that's what Mom does. You know?
It is all about, I was telling the girl who I'm hiring, you know, the way to go quick at it is you don't list a sweater and then list a dress and then list a CD and then list a t-shirt. It's all the same together. And even more so, if you're doing a bunch of t-shirts, here's all the black larges, here's all the black extra larges. When you can cut out keystrokes, every keystroke saves you time, which allows you more time to list.
No, they say I have an echo, Jason. Am I still echoing? Oh, it's gone now. I heard it before.
I heard it, but I think it's gone. So I got my headphones ready in case.
Okay. All right.
All right. Carol Capel Lynch wants to branch out into other avenues that she learns about on the Secret Beach and fill up my store. So what she's talking about is in the Secret Beach, which is my subscription-based Facebook group. Every month we have a webinar by me, and every month we have a guest webinar. And so we have learned other platforms to sell on, social media to use to drive people to our stuff. And so she wants to actually put into action what she learned. So what I would recommend, especially for those of you in the Secret Beach, you hopefully watched all the webinars by now. Now go back and watch one that you haven't done yet. And that second time you watch it, you'll get it leaking into your brain better and then start to do it. But you got to start to do it immediately. That's Mom's big downfall. I teach her things and then she never does them till 6 months later. Hey, how's that video coming in a listing? You've been promising me for 3 months.
Terrible.
Horrible. That should be your New Year's resolution.
It should be. It definitely should be. In fact, I've got something to list that I probably should do a video on.
See?
Yep. I don't know why I'm so nervous to do it, but I am. Just a wreck.
Wreck. Oh my gosh, we have done 2 shows on it. And you've been in my class. I know. It live and in person.
I know. I think when I come out to visit you, you're going to do it with Mom side by side.
No, you're going to do it tomorrow.
Well, maybe.
There is no maybe. The whole point of the show is to do your New Year's resolution. So I just made one for you.
It is a big one.
Yep. All right. So, but yeah, filling up your store, just getting more items listed. And that kind of goes back to automating your process to make it go quicker to get more items listed. Absolutely. Are you guys still hearing that go on, Peggy?
Hello, hello. Is it still there? It comes and goes.
I'll put on my headphones.
All right.
All right. So Kay, well, I'm guessing it's Kirkies.
Kirkies, maybe?
Kay wants to get rid of her death piles, but Debbie has renamed them profit piles. All right, so hopefully that'll fix any echo problem.
Michelle says if she can figure out the video thing, I can. All right.
There you go.
Okay. I will try. I promise.
All right, so this is not a picture of Kay's death piles. This is just a picture I found. Kay's might be better. They might be worse. But the best thing to do is to organize them and get them. So typically piles don't stick together. So go get all your t-shirts, put them together. Get all your jeans, put them together. So sit down tonight, watch Shark Tank, and put all your stuff together.
There you go.
And that'll get you going. And then whatever the first tub that you deem is the easiest for you to list, do that first. So you'll get a lot of good listing done. You'll feel good. And then start diving into the harder things. Money piles.
Yep, that's what they are now.
All right. Nicole Henning Holt says she wants to start shipping internationally on her own. Now,
Okay.
see, you do that with no problem. That's the thing everyone's afraid of.
Yeah, more people seem to be afraid of that. I don't know. I guess mom just needs to do it more often. That's part of my problem. And once I get going, maybe, like here's an example, you guys. Jason finally got me to learn how to scan my photos that I sent to him. And for the longest time, I was messing it up. But now I started doing it every week, and it's in my brain.
Guess what?
So I have to do that with a moving video because that's part of the problem. Mom's, just doesn't have that. You don't make that many videos. So when I go to do it again, I go, oh God, what did I do?
But you have a workbook with the instructions in it too.
I know. I got to do it
Step by step.
All right. I promise.
All right. So look, if you ship well, meaning if you get your item from you to your domestic customers, means you know how to ship and how to pack. It is no different going to Maine or going to Japan. No different.
Nope.
I pack nothing differently for overseas because I pack it well domestically. So
Right.
there is no real hump to get over. Just do it. I mean, there isn't really anything else to do. The label spits out just like you would. You sign it and date it, and off it goes. Easy. Plus, you'll get more sales. Educated customers will not buy from sellers who use global shipping.
Yeah, no, costs way too much more.
I mean, I see our Canadian brethren in the chat right now. Hi, guys. And they know they won't buy because I can ship a shirt for like maybe $17. And if you're using global shipping, that same shipping using global shipping is $34 to Canada. Right. So why would any customer who's educated ever spend double on shipping? They wouldn't. They're silly. All right.
Now that I can do. If anybody needs help, I can help you.
Rebecca Feltz, do not source until I have my inventory listed. Well, it kind of goes along with what we're talking about. Get it organized, Get it sorted, get it up.
It's hard to do because everybody loves the hunt, the going out and the thrifting part of it. I think that's probably our favorite part of the whole eBay thing. And it's hard not to go because when I don't go out for a week and like maybe it's 2 weeks since I have to go out and source, oh man, I almost get what in Italian we call it the trembolitis because I'm not out thrifting. It's a hard thing to stay away from, I think.
Yep. All right, Angela Coffee wants to organize her office. So it's a little bit different than organizing your desk piles and organizing, getting everything ready to list. But your desk should be clean. I'm currently working on that because when I interviewed my new assistant, it was a hot mess. I told her this will all be clean when you start. So get your desk clean, get everything, my goal on my desk, Mom does the same thing, is everything that you use on a normal basis should be pretty much reachable without doing much moving around. You shouldn't have to walk away to get whatever your normal mailers are. So my normal mailers are CD mailers for probably half my stuff. Boom, right there. See? And I use a lot of flat rate envelopes. Boom, right there. So, make sure your office is organized in a way that it's easy to get to your stuff. And as you can see behind Mom's head, she's organized too.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah. I've got my things here. Of course, when your dad does most of my shipping, so more of my shipping supplies are at the table next to me. And, so we kind of split that part up, but everything that I need as I'm listing or whatever I'm doing. And, I do all the printing off on the printer, et cetera, and the labels, all of that is right at my fingertips. My labels and my paper are right behind me. So yeah, you do want to keep everything close to you. That's for sure.
And my new assistant starts on Tuesday, so wish me luck. However, I am getting another round of shots in my spine tomorrow. So I told my new assistant I will text her tomorrow night to see how I'm feeling, because if I feel like shit, I ain't gonna want to, teach somebody. But I'm shooting for feeling good and teaching her on Tuesday morning.
Oh well, let's hope for the best this time.
Yeah. All right, Jenny. Is Jenny in the chat? I don't think I saw her tonight.
I don't think I did either. So far, anyways.
Jenny wants to start doing videos on opening bags of ornaments on her Facebook group. Yes, Virginia. So I'm assuming she meant YouTube. And again, that's not a real complicated thing to get going. And what you got when you want to start doing YouTube videos like Mom and I do every week, like I do in Thrifty Business, just remember, as my boy Chris Green always says, the first is the worst. So don't do the first one and go, oh, that was terrible. Yeah, it was. That was mine. If you go back and look at the first Thrifty Business, it was a lot of headaches. And even this show, the first one we did, we didn't exactly have a format. So,
Nope.
as you, like Mom said, repetitive. She can scan a picture now real easy because she does it every week.
Right. And I've gotten way more comfortable, on doing things for the show and become more involved, with everything that we do. So yes, it's gotten a lot easier.
And I've been toying with the idea of doing unboxing videos of tiki mugs because I buy a lot of mugs online, and they come from mug manufacturers. They come from secondhand sellers, and a good friend of ours, Crazy Al, I just bought a super limited edition mug of his for Stacy for Hanukkah, and he asked me to video the unpacking because he had to ship it a special way, and he wasn't sure if it was going to make it. He built the bitchin' mug, but there's a part of it that's so fragile you couldn't wrap it in bubble and have some pressure pressing against it. So he tried something new. So I did the unboxing. I'm like, oh, I should do more of those because it'll educate mug sellers on the good and the bad. And let me tell you, this week's Thrifty Business shipping tip, this Thursday, I got a what not to do in the mail the other day.
Oh dear.
Oh yeah. So yeah, he's my tip this week.
I got a question from the chat, Jason, from Robert. It says, I'm only selling one thing a day. Is anyone else having that issue? We kind of talked about this at our meeting on this past Saturday, and we think part of it that maybe because sales are slow is because of the government shutdown. A lot of people are being affected by this and don't have extra money to spend, so that might be part of the problem that sales are a little down right now.
Yeah, I'm sure of it. Football playoffs, that takes a lot of people's eyes away on the weekends. I mean, I was watching the game. The game luckily ended right before we started, so go Saints. But yeah, it's wintertime, and you just keep things I would recommend doing if you haven't already. Do a full inventory of your products, fine-tune your old ones, pull some old ones. I've got some I'm going to share a how-to in the Secret Beach in the next week about how to get rid of some old product and still turn it into cash. And I'm using cash in quotes, so you'll have to tune in for that.
All right. That sounds good.
All right. And we're going to end with Tom Mickles, because I loved his. His was so very specific. Every week, he wants to attend 5 estate sales, 4 thrift stores, and do 4 auctions a month. I love it. That's very specific. This is what I'm going to source this year. So what I recommend is, and I did this for the first time in 100 years, I bought a real desk calendar last year because I traveled so much. The only way to pay attention was to have it physically in front of me, to be able to flip it back and forth. I still use my digital on my phone calendar, but man, having that big one on the desk so you can flip back and forth and see and like plot out all my dates. I couldn't do it on the digital. And so Tom, get a calendar because I'll definitely help you. I do have a question from Paul. Paul also said good luck with the injections. Thanks, Paul. But his question is, do Google Hangouts auto save to YouTube? I did a Facebook Live, but had to upload to YouTube. Yes, when you do a Google Hangout, it's pretty much the same thing as a YouTube video. I don't think it's called the Google Hangout anymore. But yeah, it auto saves to YouTube. So when you're on YouTube, it's automatic. So
cool.
Now, Heather said you can only go to estate sales if there are estate sales. Unless you live in a small town, there are always estate sales. People die every day.
All the time. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I've never seen a weekend in Vegas without 4 estate sales.
No. Do you get to many estate sales, Jason? I mean, have you gone to many lately?
Well, I haven't gone out lately because we had busy holidays, then we traveled a little bit, and so now getting the injection, so I'll be laying low this week because I got 2 concerts this weekend, so I got to lay low till the concerts. So,
oh boy,
I'm going to see your favorite band.
Who?
5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh Lordy,
you have all their CDs, right, Ma?
Oh, I do, in alphabetical order.
Now, is anyone watching right now who knows the 5, 6, 7, 8? Because I'd be really excited if anyone watching right now besides Stacy.
I'll say WTF for Mom.
we are that's Saturday night. We're going to see Trombone Shorty on Friday night.
Oh, I know him. He's very
Trombone Shorty is amazing.
Oh yeah, I wish he was there when I'm coming out. Because
we got free tickets too.
Oh, nice.
Jim knows. Yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8s were in Kill Bill. They're a Japanese kind of screamy, kind of punk, all female band.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, let's get right to our Mama's Boy segment. Each week, I share a cute and or embarrassing photo. This week is embarrassing. This was New Orleans with Stacy about 20 years ago.
Oh gosh, let me see. What do we got? Oh my! I love it. Oh, that is so fun. Okay, those outfits are fantastic.
Look at my dorky white socks.
Oh, I know. I love the wig.
Yeah. Yeah, I brought a pink and a blue wig for that Mardi Gras.
Oh, Stacy's rocking it. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, Stacy still has those boots too.
Yeah, well, hey, they never go out of style, really. You know?
All right, and then also every week we do a That's My Mama, where Mom digs through her vintage photos so we can thoroughly enjoy the 50s, 60s, and 70s.
This is a 1972 New Year's Eve, everybody. And Dad's got his eyes closed. I think he's singing. There's my natural color hair of brown. And apparently it was long, and I must have it up in a French twist in the back. I mean, those were so popular back in the day. And the old sheer curtains are still up, and just having a good old time.
Yeah, I was gonna say those curtains are pretty bad.
Yeah. How's Dad's hair?
I know. Look at all that hair.
Oh, golly. So is he 72? You were 2 years old.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right. Yes. And then this week, my buddy Ari Huffman is going to be on. What the hell are we talking about? I totally forget. It sucks getting old. I keep forgetting things.
Oh.
I'll tell you this. It'll be awesome. It'll be fun. And plus, we've been off for a couple of weeks, so we got a lot to share with you. But we have decided to keep it at the newer time now, 8 o'clock East Coast, 5 o'clock West Coast. We definitely got a bigger audience. And so it's cool. It works for everyone involved. And look at that. We got 190 of you tuned in tonight, but we only got 55 thumbs up. So before we get to Mom's scores and haul, please give us a thumbs up because
we got to hit 100 before I show my haul because I got some goodies today.
We already had 5 thumbs down, you know.
I know.
I want to thank them for giving me a thumbs down because that means they visited the site and that gets registered. So thank you.
That's true.
So here's the deal. Here's the deal with thumbs down. It isn't to really say this isn't good content. It is to let YouTube know what you like. And so if you're a thrifter and you're an eBayer and you watch these kind of shows, when you give one a thumbs down, YouTube's going, maybe they don't like that stuff. So really, the only person you're hurting is yourself, but that won't stop them from coming. No, so
of course not. You know, what are you gonna do, honey?
But hey, there's plenty of people I don't like on YouTube. I spend 0 seconds looking at their videos, finding their videos, clicking thumbs down. I got important things to do that will hopefully earn me money or enjoy time with my wife and my doggy.
I know. I mean, I always say, who in the hell has time to do that? Certainly not me.
All right, we're getting close. 86. Come on.
Come on, guys, because I got some really good goodies to show you tonight. Let's hit that 100. All right, should we go into my scores and we'll see if we can hit that 100?
All right.
All right, let's do that. Okay. Now of course, it's been a long time since we've had a show. And I've had
water ski.
Yeah, surprise. So I really had a ton of good scores, but I'm going to kind of spread them out, Jason. You know, I'll save some for next week because, you know, the next couple of weeks could be slower than usual. So I only pulled about a dozen this time. So yes, and this was a newer looking ski. It wasn't in that great a shape, and we only paid $5 for it, and we sold it for the 45. But you know, I still continue to sell water skis, you guys. Of course, down the road, I'm going to have to watch my shipping expenses because, you know, it's going to cost more to ship these type of items. So I'll have to pay. I will definitely have to incur that, you know, on the buyer because I don't want to eat it. I really don't. But they sell. So I won't give up on looking for water skis, even though I know it's going to cost more to ship.
When I do announce my thrift haul this week, you may just see a water ski in my thrift haul. Just teasing it out there. Or maybe 2. You never know.
My son is taking after his mother. Yeah. Okay. You know, I happened to watch Craig. I think if you're still in the chat, I watched Craig and Rick's show last week because you didn't have one. And, he was talking about their 5 top bolos that they recommend. And one of them was Monopoly games, and especially if they're themed. And as soon as the Browns started winning, boom, Mom's Monopoly game went. It was brand new, it's still sealed. We originally bought that for $5, and I sold it for the full asking price of $49.99. So, see, all you need is a winning team. It helps a lot on your sales. I'll tell you this: if the Browns had been in the playoffs, we would have beat some of those teams that didn't show.
Some of these teams did not show up this week.
Oh, man, that's surprising. This was, I had a bunch of 8-tracks, and I just decided to, lot them together because they were just not in great shape. And as you can see, I said untested, but I sold them. I paid for the whole lot. I only paid $1, and I sold them for $29.99. So I still thought that was darn good.
Heck yeah. I got a whole stack I got to work on. So that's coming up.
Too. I got a bunch more.
We cleaned off our dining room table, and I want to organize my cassette so I can see which ones are going to go by themselves, and then which ones are going to get grouped. And then I'm going to do a cassette webinar.
Yeah. So for a buck return, I think you guys remember this from a haul back a little while ago. Dad and I were out thrifting in the freezing cold weather, and they had a bunch of tins, and I bought every one that I thought was feasible and good, and I only paid $1, and I sold that one for full price of $29.99. So I've done really well at all those tins that I bought from that garage sale. I think I don't even think I have any left. I think that might be the last one. So in other words, don't pass up vintage tins, everybody. Usually, they sell pretty well.
Hey, why aren't you putting?
What?
Never mind.
Okay.
I want to make sure you're putting first class shipping.
Oh, okay.
Because it says standard, and you should have a priority mail option.
Yeah, I know. I should do that. Yes. All right. Put that on my to-do list.
Yes, please.
All right.
I always have a priority mail option, unless, of course, it's a giant TV and VCR combo.
Yeah.
Then
look what Mom sold. Surprise, surprise, huh?
I know.
Yeah. Well, in fact, we're out of TVs now. We've sold everyone. We've purchased everybody. This is a VHS combo. As I've mentioned in the past, 13 inches usually sell the best. And especially if they have the remote, that helps immensely. We paid $5 for this. It was laying out in the grass at the garage sale. I can remember it distinctly. I walked right over to it, and she said, "How much?" She said 10. I offered her 5, and she took it, and I ended up selling it for the $79.
Nice. Now we got like 3 questions right in a row in the chat.
Okay.
Tina's afraid to sell 8-tracks because the tape might be brittle and I can't test them. Tina, I have sold over 150,000 pieces of media in my life. If I had watched to all of them, I would have to be doing it for 43 straight years, 24 hours a day. I judge it. If a customer happens to say it doesn't work, you just believe them, refund, and move on. So don't let the fear of the unknown stop you, because there's crazy money to be made. I buy and sell reel-to-reels. I don't have a reel-to-reel player, and I had an 8-track till I ruined it. So even I can't test my 8-track. So don't worry about that.
Right.
Jersey Jane says there are certain types of Monopoly more desirable than others. Oh, absolutely. So when the show is done, go to eBay, type in Monopoly, go to solds, and sort by the highest, and then look at that.
Yeah, definitely, because there are some. I think on Craig's show, he said that the one that doesn't sell is the cocktailology. I think something to do with cocktails. Jason was not a good mover for them, and for some of the people in the group. Let's see. Heidi said $69 on shipping. Yeah, this sucker weighed a ton. It was like 20 pounds, you guys. And
but guess what? People are like, oh, I won't be able to sell big things because the rates are going up. No, if the customer needs or wants something, the rate goes up every year. That doesn't stop commerce from happening. But guess what? They don't make TV VCR combos. So if you want to buy one and that's the brand and size you want, you got to pay for what it costs to ship it.
Absolutely.
And then the last question was, where to go? You guys are chatty tonight. It's good.
Yeah,
Michelle said there are certain tins to look for. Of course, Michelle, but too long of a list to go through in the show. But again, search on eBay and anything vintage, no matter what came in it, will get you the money.
Tina was saying it's the cocktail-opoly. That one just doesn't seem to be moving for people. Okay, here's a pair of Western Fringe cowboy chaps that I picked up at a garage sale for $3, you guys, and sold them for $59.99. The thing, I'd had a bunch of offers, but they were very long and very slim with the measurements that I put in. So when that came along, I was really kind of thrilled that, that they sold, because it was going to take the right person to fit into these. And I didn't get any returns or anything, so I guess they must have worked. Okay, and this is Beach Bum Berry's Bora Bora Tiki mug. He was in Cleveland during December, and it was a cold night, and we went to meet him. And he was having mugs there for the special holiday season, and they cost us, I think, $15. Yeah, $15. And I got my full asking price of $58.95. And yeah, so always flipping tiki mugs. You know how we do.
That's a big old flask.
I know. I was so glad we sold this, Jason. It was one of the, when it came through, I said, "Oh my God, we finally sold this." This is a 64-ounce flask, you guys, that we bought at a garage sale for $2 and sold it for $35. And I wasn't sure. We'd had a lot of low ball offers that I just wasn't going to accept. I said, "No." I said, I think we can get more out of it. And it finally came through. In fact, I remember showing you guys this during one of my hauls. So that was cool.
Did you do sell similar, or did you plug in the barcode?
Geez, honey, I don't remember.
Because you're using the barcode, which is showing that there's no reviews. So this is a product that was that's in eBay's database. So that's cool.
Oh, then I must have. Then I probably did on this one.
All right, cool. Good job, man.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, now this is crazy, you guys. Because when I sold this went overseas, and I forgot to look up where it went overseas. I only paid, this is one of Mom's quarter items, laying in the garage sale for 25 cents on it, and grabbed it and sold that. And I forget, it was going to, because they wrote me a note and asked me if I would ship. I think it was Korea. It went to Korea. And so, yeah, so that's where it went. So there's one of my quarter items that I turned into $50. And this, the reason I'm putting these in is that Christmas sales, beyond Christmas. And the things that I'm showing you now were all after Christmas sales. I had a bunch more, but I just put in a couple. This was a teddy bear that, was called a Trim Home Christmas Bear that I did buy for $1 and sold it for the full price of $24.99. And I sold that on 12/29, you guys. So it was, right after the holiday. And
last but not least,
oh, you missed one of my things. You didn't get my, well, we'll talk about this, but you missed one of my items, JT.
I did?
Yes, you did. Number 4 on my list.
All right, let me go look at it. We'll talk about this one.
Okay, I'll talk about this. This was a little plush thing that I picked up at a garage sale, and I did buy him for 50 cents, you guys. And now, don't yell at me, Jace, but this does move. And I did not do the video, so I will. Mom's gonna have to do it, but I did sell it. I mean, even though it didn't have it might have sold quicker. Who knows? But no. What do you? Okay, you're looking for. Did you see?
No, relax.
Because I see everything else coming through. There it is.
I gotta get to it. Yeah, until I read it now. I didn't read that the first time. I totally skipped right on by that.
That's right. This is a silver disco ball that I actually had up in my tiki bar room for quite a long time. And then we finally decided to take it down, and it works. It's in great shape. I originally bought this at a flea market in Chicago, and we paid back then, we paid $5 for it, and I sold it for $85. So they still want those disco balls out there, you guys.
Again, would have been a great thing to have a video of. I mean, can you imagine how cool this would be in a dark room lit up?
I know. I have to improve. I know I do. I'm sorry.
All right. You got 11 minutes to show your haul, because then it's the big HQ. Let's do it.
Okay. All right. Well, I see we're at 106 thumbs up, so let's go right into it. Okay. I need help on this, you guys. Oh, let me get myself on the big screen. Because I'm not sure if anybody knows the name of the pattern of these glasses. This is a gorgeous set. I have eight of the tumblers. Okay. And it does have the gold flecking and fruit there. But I also have, that goes along with it, is the ice bucket, the glass ice bucket. So this is a gorgeous set that I originally paid $2 for. And I think I'm going to list this for around $80-90, Jason, because we do get some, pretty good money for the vintage glassware. But does anybody have any idea on the name of the pattern? Anybody?
I'll pop that into the Thrifting Board too later on.
Okay, I will. So You know,
and put something in it so we can see the pattern a little bit better, like a piece of paper or some band or something.
Definitely. So right after the holidays, Mom was out thrifting quite a bit, and let me see if this will show up. Okay, this is probably should be my video. Okay, because it is. Whoops, where is it? Come on. It is a fiber optic. I don't know if you can see it. You really can't see it all that well, but he does light up. Yeah, probably with all the lights on, you can't see it. Can you see that, Jace? Or not really, honey?
Not really.
Not really. Okay. Let me try it one more time. No, you can't. It would have to be darker. But this is a fiber optic Santa that I got this at Restore. They had all their Christmas stuff was 75% off. This little baby ended up costing me $1.25. And he works beautiful. And he came in the box, you know, so we had the box, the whole shebang. So I'm going to put him up for around 30, 40 bucks.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that should do well there. Okay. We went to a church flea market thing, bazaar, and they had it was fill your bag for $5. So I stuffed like crazy, and I'll show these quickly. But I picked up a lot of Christmas sweaters. Okay, I like this one because of the raglan collar that it's got going on here, and it's got pretty good patterns. He's got the little snowballs.
Oh yeah.
Sleeves. So I picked up. Let's see, one. And they averaged out to be about 75 cents a piece. So I couldn't pass them up. I said, there's
3/4.
Yeah, 3/4. So there's that one. It's got the sleigh on the back with all the glitz. There's some good, and there's some decent names on these too. This is a beauty. And I haven't bought any of these in quite a while. So, I know you got a lot of competition going with some of the other, with everybody selling them now compared to the old timers. But everything you're looking at is 75 cents. Oh, this is a cute blouse. It's a Mickey and Pluto, button down. So I thought that would do well. Huh? And then I picked up the monkey sleeping pajama, bottoms. What do I want to call them? Sleepwear. Yeah, sock monkey pajamas. So that was cool. I mean, I kept stuffing in that bag until we didn't have any more room. A couple of scrubs, a couple of holiday scrubs. Yep. And I do sell long sleevers, guys. I know some people ask about that. And I do sell long sleeve scrubs as well as the short sleeves, especially if you live around where I live. And I thought this was a cute one. This is got owls on it with the Christmas lights. So got that one. Okay, then the other thing I picked up, and these were only 50 cents a piece. I couldn't pass. I picked one up, and another lady reached for the other one. I'm going, oh, good gosh, I want them both. And I watched her, and she put it back down, and I ran over there so fast. But I've got these gorgeous latched hook rugs or wall hangings, whatever you want them to be. This one is Santa, and done beautifully, by the way. The work that whoever put these together did one heck of a job. So for 50 cents a piece, I bought them both. Here's the other one. Let me see if I can get this in the right order here. Oopsie. Oh my goodness. There we go. Look at this one, Jace. Even's got the bells on the horse on the sleigh.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. So for 50 cents a piece, you guys, I'm going to list these for around 40 bucks each. Okay. All right. Then we were this is the same place where I was stuffing in all the stuff in the bag for $5. And when I saw this hat, and I said, oh, I like the hat. And the woman that was working there, she says, oh, that's my hat. And it's a nice old timer. The label is Bailey, You Roll It. And it's a straw hat. And it's got the feather in it. But this is worth around 25, 30 bucks. I looked that one up.
So it's her hat and you bought it?
I did. Well, yeah, she had donated it to the church.
Oh. I thought you were like buying it right off her head. Like, give me that hat.
Yeah. And she told me, she says, that's a really good one. So I said, oh, well, thank you. Okay. Picked this up for $0.25. This is one of the old quilted boxes. It can be for hankies or gloves or whatever. So, these always sell well, you guys. These are from the 50s and 60s. So those usually come through really, really well. And I have never seen this, but this is brand new. Have you seen these purses that have the charger in them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did I talk about this already? Wait a minute. Maybe I should.
No, you didn't.
I didn't. Okay. All right. So, so I found this for $1.25. And then you can see over guys in there. That's where you plug in the charger. Of course, recharge it when you need to. But yeah, I thought it was kind of cool. It's got all the things adapted with it. So I'll put that up for $22. Okay. Your dad picked this up. We paid $5 on this. Whoops, hold on. It's a Salvador Dali print. And we have this up for $45 right now. Sometimes he sells well, sometimes he doesn't. So we'll just kind of play this one by ear and see how we do. But it's good size, Jason. It's pretty big.
Cool.
Yeah. Let me get to this. You guys all know what else Mom always likes to pick up when she sees them. This was a
metal trash cans.
Yeah. Remember, everybody, Chief Wahoo is going by the boards. This year, the Cleveland Indians will not have him on any of their uniforms. So this was a quarter. This was a 25-cent item, and that's not in too bad a shape. But I'm listing him for $29.95, everybody, just because Chief Wahoo, like I say, will not be there. So I think he'll get more and more valuable as time goes by.
Yep.
This is one of the nicest paint by numbers I have ever picked up, Jason. I mean, Mom has sold a lot over the years here, but this one is so well done. And we picked this up for $2, and I've got it up for $45. I just love the way that this one was done. And this is an older one. And apparently somebody had it in a garage sale at one time for 25 cents. So I thought that was cute. But this is a beauty, you guys, a real beauty. Then I've already got this listed, but I never really did show this to you guys. We went to a sale that was just in a great big warehouse building, and they said they were having a lot of mid-century modern items. And we walked in, they were loaded with lamps, and I wish the lamps would have been in better condition. They were just so chipped and marked, and I said, oh God, they weren't going to be much money, but I didn't think they were in good enough shape to try and resell. I could have been wrong. But the first room that I walked into, and my eyes went straight to it, I said, "Ooh, I gotta go." I'm glad nobody else had picked this up because we were not there until later on in the day. And Mom found this beauty.
Wow.
I know, and it is in gorgeous condition. And I got this purse for $2, and I have it listed now for about $120, $120 or $125. I put it up for, and I can't tell you guys, it's got the old loose side, up here. I mean, it's like, Jason, like somebody never even used this. I mean, look how clean it is inside. So I've got a bunch of watchers on this right now, and I'm going to hold off on this one because this is going to be well worth it. I did pick up a bunch of postcards from Hawaii, Jace.
Cool.
And I got the whole lot of these for $1. What is exciting about these is that they're dated because, there is some writing on the back of them. And this stamp here was 11 cents back at the time. And right now I know that I think postcards are 35 cents. So this was 1974 of the Cocoa Palms, one of my favorite places ever on Kauai. And this is 1971. And what I wanted you guys to see, the vintage table and umbrella. Can you catch that? The old-fashioned ones. I thought that was kind of cool. And this is dated 1967. Look at that, Jason, of the Ilokai. Look at that with the big lei around it.
Cool.
I thought that was cute. And, of course, the most gorgeous Royal Hawaiian that they've buried. This postcard is dated 1975. Oh, and the postage on that one was 10 cents. The postage on this one is 6 cents. 6 cents. Can you believe it? And here they are at a luau. Oh, and then these have no dates on them. So yeah, so I picked up the whole batch of postcards for $1. And you think I should group them together, Jace?
Yep.
There's a lot. Oh, look at this one, Jason. This was outside at the airport back in the day. They don't have this anymore. Look at all those lei makers. Yeah, just gorgeous. Okay. All right. I think I have 2 more items to show. All right, we'll start with, let me get this out of my way.
Gotta be big if she's going deep.
Yeah, going deep on this, you guys. Okay. Let me see. I might have to turn the...
No.
Yeah, I might have to turn the... Okay. Walked into a house estate sale and found this guy.
Whoa.
Oh, let's see, Jason. Can you tell how tall he is, honey? About 3 feet, I think. And, he's probably... I mean, he's not, I don't know what he's made out of, resin maybe. I'm not sure. But, to stick around Mom's property for $15, I'll keep it. I'll keep that one. Now, the last thing I'm going to show you guys also is big. Let me see if I can get this in here. Okay.
Oh, geez. Let me see if I can schlep this into the frame.
All right. Now, again, this is probably something that's going to, this will be staying at the household.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Let's see.
Don't break his tail. Oh, watch your thing.
Oh, watch my thing. I wanted to get his face in there for you.
Just put him straight up and down.
Okay, let's do that. So as you can see, he's pretty big. He's about a 5-footer.
Nice.
Okay, now if I did pay $100 for this guy, but if I was to sell him in the beautiful condition that he's in, this is about a $350 item. And if you guys ever see these at sales and they're cheap enough, do not pass them up. People will pay big money for these. If you want to go ahead and try and ship them. This is going to go up over the barn outside, Jason, because the other one's about had it. So Mommy's going to be putting this up outside.
Yeah, we got 3 fish hanging up like that. So
yeah, the color on them is just beautiful, and I just think that it will look gorgeous, out by our barn area. So the last 2 items, of course, are staying on the Smith estate. Whoa, don't lose that. All right.
Was that a dolphin fish?
That was a dolphin, a mahi or dolphin. Yeah.
Mahi.
Yeah. So, Sweet Pea wants to know how would I ship that? You'd have to get one heck of a box, guys. To pull that off.
Because of the fin sticking out too, you're gonna have to.
Yeah, and Chris Brown says I could have gotten 400 items for that. I love it, Chris. Peggy, what did you caught that fish on? Oh, funny, Brenda. I love it. Yeah. But I have caught that fish, deep sea fishing many times. It's delicious eating, guys. And those of you who know mahi, the fish is called a dolphin, but when you go to order it in the restaurant, it's mahi, and it is absolutely delicious. I think I saw one other question. What did I just see? Was it a real fish? John, it was at one point, yes. And what they do is they make form the cast over the fish, and then they, you use that to do it. Back in the day when they would actually use the real fish all the way, they just deteriorated way too much. So they had to consequently, go into this newer system of making the cast and then using that so they wouldn't deteriorate so bad. So there's some goodies for me.
Yay.
I know. I was so excited.
We hit 200 viewers right at the end too.
Oh, very nice.
201. Thank you all for tuning in. So those of you who tuned in late, give us a thumbs up, please.
Yes.
And we'll be back next Sunday. I got to look at the football schedule, so I figured out the times.
Yeah, we don't want to interfere with games for anybody.
Yeah, but this Thursday, Thrifty Business, and there will be a thrift haul. I just got to wait and see how these shots go tomorrow before I actually schedule it. So, like I said, I got a lot of cool stuff to share, and I need help with something that it spoke to me so much I couldn't leave it behind for $25.
Oh boy, I can't wait.
It took up a good portion of my suitcase too, so this better not be a dud. But I look at it this way: I think I can at least sell it for 25. I at least can break even. So,
you can't hate that.
No.
Can't hate that.
All right.
So the thumbs up, people. Was it worth it to see the haul? I hope it was. I hope you
All right, everybody. If you are an HQ player, now's the time. They're going big tonight. 10,000, but they're only taking 100 people. So get to HQ. And that's it. So for someone past your expiration date, being thrifty over 50, I'm Jay.
I'm Peg. Thanks, everybody.
And we're gone. Bye-bye.